just picked up this pretty beat up CR85. I mean, on video it doesn't look horrible, but it's pretty bad. It's got a cracked case with a bunch of like JB Welds on it, and all sorts of stuff. The clutch barely works. Like, it's pretty bad, but I'm gonna fix it up. And yeah, I tear it down real fast. So I did a lot. I got everything out of the frame, all the way down to the frame. Checked out these bearings. They're done, destroyed. I need new bearings, pretty much for the whole bike. And yeah, motor. Got the top end, getting all this gasket stuff off of here. It's all stuck. Yeah, but that. Tires. Was cleaning up the swing arm. Looks a lot better than tri-clamps. Clean them up. Gotta rebuild the forks, but I mean, here's everything. Got it all off. Cleaned up a few of these things, like the air box. Could use cleaned a little more though. But yeah, pretty much everything off. Just cleaning up now. I just degreased the frame. It's pretty clean now. I think I'm still gonna paint it though. I'm thinking like a dark gray. Maybe white again, I don't know yet, but I was just cleaning all these engine components. Not the cylinder yet, but I got the head. I'm scraping I got all the gasket off here for the most part. I'm gonna have to surface all these. I already surfaced the head, but I'm gonna have to surface everything. I'm gonna take this clutch cover off soon. I'm gonna have to get a new one because of that crack right there. It goes all the way down to here. But yeah, everything's cleaned up. This shock is looking pretty good. Swing arm's looking really good. And yeah, triple clamps. Yeah. Okay, now that I've got everything off, what I've been doing is taking all the metal parts, and what I'll do is I'll take them, and I got a bucket of just degreaser. You can use any degreaser, just whatever you want. And I soak them in it, and then I already did this, so I won't do it again. But then I take a toothbrush and just get anything that I can't reach with just scraping it off. And then I have a just bottle of degreaser that I'll spray in spots just that need a little more attention. And but I already did lots of these, like kickstart, shifter, the head I did. Yeah, and my knee. But yeah, I'm just doing that to everything. Clean up these plastics. I don't use the degreaser on the plastics, so I'll clean those separate. A little bit ago I cleaned this air box. It was pretty dirty, but now it's looking pretty good. I'll spray down the exhaust real fast. The wire harness looks pretty good. I might replace it because there's a few little things that just are kind of just makeshift. They're like see, this is stripped. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to replace this. So, well, but frame you saw. So I think now all I have to do is order the parts I need and paint the frame. Okay guys, so I cleaned up my engine. If you wanna know how to do that, I have a video on my channel. I'll link it up here. But I taped off the frame, anything that I don't want paint on, and got my bolts over here. A few of them I painted just because I cleaned them, didn't want them to rust. So I'll show you guys how I did that real fast. So this is example bolt. I didn't pull this off the bike or anything, just for an example. It's clean, but sometimes you'll have bolts that have stuff like this on them, real dirty in the threads and stuff. So what I do is I use my wheel grinder and wire brush, and I'll just run it through the threads up and down, and then I'll try to get the whole bolt or whatever I can. And then what I did is I drill holes into like a box. This is just a random box I had laying around, but drill holes into it and then just stick the bolt through the hole. Sometimes this one's too big to fit in there, but yeah, you just stick it in there, and then you just take whatever paint, as long as it's rust, anti-rust, stops rust. This is just what I'm using, but you can use whatever paint you want. And yeah, and then once this dries, it'll look great, match the bike. And yeah, it stops them from rusting too, so it won't rust. Now I only do this to the top of the bolts, just because most of the bolt doesn't matter. So yeah, and I don't do this to all the bolts, just some of the ones that are attached to the frame. So for this bike, I'm gonna be going with like a dark gray and a black theme with some red touch-ups and like get new graphics and stuff. But so the black bolts won't like mess with the look at all. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I think now I'm gonna try to clean this tank and finish painting bolts, but just wanted to tell you guys how I did that. So yeah, see you in a minute. Oh, I almost forgot. For washers and nuts, I just take like a small grade sandpaper and Scotch-Brite, and first I'll take the sandpaper and I'll just do this, like kind of like surfacing case, but just in circles with very little pressure, and keep doing that. And then they keep doing it till it's pretty clean down there, and then I'll do the same thing on the Scotch-Brite, kind of just to finish it off. So yeah, same thing with the washers. Like this one's done, you can see it's clean, but it used to look like this one. So yeah, that helps a lot too, really works. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go do this stuff, see you guys in a minute. Okay, I finished cleaning most of this stuff up in the bolts, but if you guys want to know how I clean this frame and like just some stuff that's pretty hard to clean, like the swing arm and stuff, there's a video on my channel that shows you guys how to do that. But really all it is degreaser and warm water, which is what I have in there, and then a toothbrush. So just literally just scrub everything off, and then yeah, so that's basically all it is. Yeah, but there is a video on my channel if you guys want to see more in depth, but basically it. But this bike is pretty much all down, really. It's been down for a while, but now it's like getting into taking pieces apart. Like I got my parts coming in tomorrow. I got a linkage rebuild kit, swing arm, bearings and everything, seals, this engine, yeah, right there, bearing and seal, all new, engine gaskets and seals, new side case. You can see this one's cracked. It starts up there, goes all the way down. The previous guy JB welded it and it looks terrible, but you can see it. And this whole side case, the whole new coolant pump and stuff. All that in there. Then a new carburetor, because you can see carburetor's JB welded too. There was lots of JB weld on there, but brand new radiator. I got all sorts of bearings, steering bearings, steering stem bearings. These ones are junk. Then wheel bearings. Those will be nice. Need those. Most of all the bearings on this bike are totally destroyed. But new chain slide thing, whatever this is called, and chain guide, and chain roller, which was like 50 cents. Definitely worth it. Another thing, a brand new wiring harness. This one's kind of janky. It's like the guy like I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but this thing's a mess. I think I'm gonna keep the handlebars, just clean them up. New kill button. This one doesn't really work. New grips, new levers, new throttle and brake cable. Might be getting an FMF. I don't know. Might be able to repaint this one, but I have all new graphics. I already said that, but yeah, that's pretty much everything I'll be doing. Hopefully I can get all my parts soon and get that done, but we'll see. Yeah, so okay guys, so I just got done. This just dried, cleaned up the header and the exhaust. I cleaned up the airbox. Let's see, inside there, brand new. Cleaned it up. I ordered a new mud flat guard thing. Just ordered all the new things and everything, and I ordered new graphics. Thinking about new plastics. I don't know if I'll need them. I think it might be good actually, but these graphics seem like they come off pretty easily if I grab the heat gun and get these off. But still gotta clean this tank a little more. I messed with it for a little bit, but it still needs a good cleaning. Got all my small parts done. All these bolts are cleaned up. You can see how they turned out. Like, pretty good. That's just anti-seize on there, if you can see. Yeah, it's clean, it just anti-seize. But all these are done. Got this, I'm waiting on the top end and the case, and then this engine will be done. I got a new wiring harness with a spark plug too. And then only other thing is the frame. Gotta paint the frame. Kind of got this makeshift like hang over here to paint it. I'm gonna take it off of here and sandblast it first though. I'll get a time lapse of that, but I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. So yeah, pretty sweet. Then I'll have it hanging up again and paint it. But yeah, so I'll video that tomorrow. I think I might be done for today, but yeah, so been trying to get this off, but I'll get that off tomorrow with some acetone. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Okay guys, so it's the next day, and I'm gonna be taking off all these graphics. So we'll get these off. They seem to be coming off pretty easy, but look how clean that is underneath there. So I think I'm just gonna keep these plastics and just replace the graphics since these are so clean underneath. But I'll get a time lapse of this. Yeah. As you guys can see, these plastics turned out great. Those graphics, these look brand new underneath them. So I think it's gonna match great. That seat cover, those hand guards. Don't know. Might be going back on the gray frame. I don't know. Trying to think about it, but gonna get these graphics off and then be good. Okay, guys. So there's all the plastics. Yeah, they look really good. You guys can see. And everything's clean pretty much for the most part. Got all my, ordered everything. Everything's on its way. Most of the stuff should be here tomorrow. So, yep. That'll be nice. Can start putting it back together. And it's gonna be sweet. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this video. That was the full teardown and a little bit of the cleanup. So next video is just gonna be putting it back together, sandblasting, painting everything. Well, I guess only the frame's left to paint, but all new parts. It's gonna be awesome. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to see the finished product, and leave a like. Leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one.